guys want to get points for my team and you want to support my channel at the same time, check them out. Link in the description below. Use discount code MONEY to get 3% off. So as far as the setup for this play goes, it really doesn't take a lot. All I'm going to do is hit the D-pad to the left and then down, which is going to pinch my defensive line, and the D-pad to the left and up to slant them outside. Then I'm going to blitz all my linebackers, or I can just manually blitz Roberts since I'm on him. And the last step would be to spread your linebackers. Because this last step you don't necessarily have to do, but it's something that you can do. You can see they get out much further. It's going to help with run defense. It's going to help get them off the edge. The last step, I typically like to bring this guy in here and basically just gets past. So bring this guy in, hug right up against his defensive end, because this is going to shift the defensive line the way that outside linebacker on the other side gets off free, which is what I want. So I'm going to basically, drop back right into these receivers, try to take away any drags, any short routes, because typically that's what we're going to have to do because of the pressure. Or if the running back goes on the flat, I have to follow him. So it's all my linebackers, or I can just manually blitz Roberts since I'm on him. And the last step would be to spread your linebackers. Which this last step, to get 3% off. So as far as the setup for this play goes, it really doesn't take a lot. All I'm going to do is hit the D-pad to the left and then down, which is going to pinch my defensive line, and D-pad to the left and up to slant them outside. Then I'm going to blitz all my linebackers, or I can just manually blitz.
Friendly quick.
And the last step would be to spread your linebackers. Which this last step you don't necessarily have to do, but it's something that you can do. You can see they get out much further. It's going to help with run defense. It's going to help get them off the edge. The last step, I typically like to bring this guy in here and basically just get past. So bring this guy in, hug him right up against his defensive end, because this is going to shift.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Taken at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30.
That's not big. There's not a lot of defense. Not man coverage that's going to beat that 5-yard out. So that's just going to happen. So let's go do this one more time. Like I said, when we play like this, but we don't have a shotgun, we don't have one player going in any, we don't have a
to the 33.
Where the place might possibly go. I'm just going to bring the road in and use him. And once again, the running back, whoever's using the running back basically would be the running back gets off and he's really good. That's, formation like that, there's a lot of blocking. It's not necessarily extreme. I'm typically going to get these types.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Not quite getting the pressure that we're expecting. So we're going to go ahead.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action now, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Everything's open. I mean, you would have to throw the ball probably right up here, and even then the accuracy would be there. But it's so fast.
The give is to Elliott. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, got the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. They want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Prescott on 3rd and goal. That is caught.
Good shit.
It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
If I wanted to run a barrel and middle base defense, I could just do this. Basically, push my defensive line, snug it outside, just like the previous play. That'll give us some good pressure. I mean, it's not a great defense when it comes to, going forward into the better pass defense, but I would like to get the pressure. So
now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Give them a position they can stop the run.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled forward and taken.
Usually do this, as you see, a lot to that was the safety. That's the key. That's the secret to cover forward defense. These safeties, as long as you don't get past, you got to do that. But I don't want these defenses. If I don't get past, they're going to play like the linebackers and just fill robotically towards the ball. And they basically are in sync with unison. They basically walk down the wall. You basically are in a position where it's like, okay, you just stretch it outside, get nothing. Whatever you basically step it inside and get nothing. That's exactly what happened. So that's why
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The coverage you get from these are some of the best coverage in the game. Obviously,
after 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
The safety play the best in the league based on the fact that they play the long stuff like that. I love cover 2. This should cover 2 to me is the better play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
So that's the play I'm going to show you today. The cover 2.
Again to Elliott. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now Prescott on fourth down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Prescott. Got it open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On second and 11 now. Prescott. And that is intercepted on the sideline.
Out of bounds, baby.
They'll say no, it was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
It's going to make it to the point where they get involved in early routes, maybe a little bit sooner than normal. But ultimately, I did hard flat. So even though
7 play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Prescott.
Good shit.
Fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Now, I can get heat off of both sides. It really just depends on, what I decide to do as far as who I decide to use. So we're going to do a second attack. And I'm going to bring this guy. Bring the thing on this side. And you're going to see both sides of the
fourth down, Prescott.
I fucked that up. Good shit.
That's Lamb. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
So we're going to 6 on 6.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Micah Parsons in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On third down, it's Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. unable to connect.
Good D.
Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On the opposite end of the tight end. I bet I'm going to do the other way. Let's see what happens. Like I said, this here, let's see if we get the blitz off the other
Dak
side.
and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
So that's something to check out.
Prescott to throw on 4th.
Good D.
Complete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll take it into
Good
the
shit,
end
good
zone
shit.
for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return. He's going to get this to about the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So let me know in the comment section which setup works better.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Ooh, I fucked that up. Good shit. Good D. Good D. Good D, man. Good D. I'm gonna have to hit the blunt on that note.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams making their final preparations for the second half.
Good shit.
So with that, let's get back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
I shouldn't have did that shit. Being greedy.
check that out.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gilbert. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
We ain't got him going yet. He's going to get there. He's going to get there.
They go to Elliott again. And this has been a familiar sight.
Good D. You still going to get there, baby.
On that play, and
you still gonna get there, baby.
3rd and 6. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football, getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the run.
Good D.
Falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Prescott now from the 50.
Ooh, good D. Good D. Good D.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. It's going to make it to the point where they get involved in training times, maybe a little bit sooner. But ultimately, a good plan. So we know these guys are back off. They're going to play down to the point where they're going to get the way. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott.
He went right through him. Good shit.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Running lanes little premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Powering his way forward. And he's going to get this It's down near the 20-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
So basically, the path to the around the running back is going to be quickest from this defensive line, the running back, because the playoffs are basically going to take the time. And he being on the side basically gives the opportunities to basically just drop out there. They're coming to the back. And if I thought that, whatever I want to do, whatever I decide to do, this gives me an option basically.
Now a running play here with Lamb. And that one covered beautifully.
Take that.
The defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Now, I can get beat off on both sides. It really just depends on what I decide to do as far as what I decide to do. I'm going to break this guy off. Break it down over the center. And you're going to see both sides are going to come off the edge, both sides. So this is, I mean, that's just like stealing. So we're going to pick that thing down. I'm going to pick a play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really
Get
did
this turnover, fellas.
attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully.
Good shit. Thought that was me.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Yes, way too much time to run the clock down.
Field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Good shit.
Take it in for a Cowboys score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
I'm not sure we can use that in first half, but you can actually shoot a lot of gas. So let's go on this.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for the runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Good motherfucking shit.
Back near the 40 at the 39. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz.
Slow as a motherfucker.
Wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And boy, he is very close to the first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Thought I had that shit, man.
There's the Samville Blitz, which you can see right there, called 35 times, and average allowing 5.3 yards a play, which to me is an amazing amount of allowance, especially because these defenses give me a lot of turnovers.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Stuff them every time you get the ball, but
running with Elliott.
So that's the game of the game.
Take it.
You can see how much I missed them. I don't use one play.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Prescott. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Dak.
You supposed to knock that shit up out of there. Good shit.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watching a drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Prescott. That's complete to Lamb.
Good
Now
D.
the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Dak. Looking for Cooper. That's
Good shit. Good shit.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Not quite getting the pressure, but it's stuck. So we're going to go ahead and
they'll run on first down. It's Elliott. They'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott.
Good shit. Good shit. Good game, cuz. Good game.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds
Good
remaining.
motherfucking game.
come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. They'll spot it at the 40.
Look at Van Der Esch. Look at Van Der Esch. Look at Van Der Esch moving around over there. My man, good game.
He missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
Good game, fellas. Good warm-up for the league game.
To make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making a whole lot of big kicks before, so that the occasional miss doesn't hurt you going forward.